Let me see. Let's take a look here. Now, y'all got to understand this. See, this is different. This right here is a little bit different from the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp trial thing for the Bossmack topsoil because, you know, I'm going to keep it a buck, man. You know, I hate to be saying this, but, you know, the Bossmack topsoil have been down there. The Bossmack topsoil have been down there to that Superior Court building in Los Angeles multiple times. The Bossmack has been down there multiple times for different things. You know, where I was in there. But let's play it.
So much security video and so many witnesses that placed Eric Holder at the murder scene. The issue is not really who shot and killed Nipsey Hussle, but whether that man should face murder one or manslaughter.
No sooner than he walks between the cars, he pulls out not one but two guns, and he starts shooting.
The prosecution punctuated.
Now, I'm going to say, you know, I don't want the niggas from 6-0 to get mad at me, man, but, you know, I don't know if it's murder one because I'm going to keep it a buck, man. Y'all niggas feel me on this. Eric Holder's bitch had just took a picture with Nipsey Hussle, right? And then Nipsey Hussle told him that it was some paperwork out there in them streets on him. You know what I'm talking about? He told him it was some paperwork on him out there in them streets, you know. And, you know, Eric Holder is one of the guys. You know, all these neighborhoods, if you're not, this is for all the niggas that's not from Los Angeles and gangster places. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you out there in you live in a nice neighborhood, you grew up in a nice area. Just so you understand, when you have an individual like Shitty Cuh that's a known body guy, he's a guy that's a killer, has killed a few people. If you're a known killer, right, you're a guy who scores a lot of points for your section. This guy, he scored a lot of points for his section. You know, every hood have a few psychopaths in it. You know what I'm talking? And if you're a known psychopath and then a guy that's not a known psychopath tells you that, you know, there's paperwork on you, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna, you know, that's a very dangerous conversation. That's you're assuming a lot of authority. When you tell a nigga that's not really a killer like that, telling a known killer that there's paperwork on you, you're assuming a lot of authority. You know what I'm saying? And you just took a picture with his bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then you tell him that he needs to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because there's paperwork on it. You know, that's a look, man. That is a conversation that the Bossmack topsoil would not have had that conversation with Shitty Cuh. You know what I'm saying? I would not have had that I would not have said, hey man, I wouldn't have had nothing to say to him about paperwork. You know what I'm saying? I would have just, you know, ended the conversation quickly, like, yeah, man, yeah, what's up with it? Hey, man, you know, yeah, I'm about to bounce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? The rundown, yo. That, you know, I would not, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, you are really, I know a lot. I know the world is sad about Nipsey. The world is sad. Bitches are sad. Everybody's sad. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have, there's no way I would say that to him. You know what I'm saying? Not like I'm afraid of him or nothing like that. Not like I'm a terrified, I'm a buster or nothing like that. It's just like I'm observing discretion. It's a discretion. I would use discretion right there. But anyway, let's continue this.
Opening statements with security video outside of Nipsey Hussle's Marathon clothing store.
Off of the screen where you'll pick up Mr. Holder walking directly up to the group. He walks between the two parked cars where the gentlemen are, and he starts shooting. And if you look closely, you can at one point see him shoot from the left hand and the right hand.
See?
And you'll see him retreat back.
He's really upset.
Shots.
And
then he goes back and he shoots some
Eric
more.
Holder is really upset right there. He's really upset.
He shoots even more.
Really
The suspect is
upset
seen
there.
in video from multiple angles and later captured on other cameras, leaving the scene with a revolver in one hand and a semi-automatic in the other.
And see, another thing is too, man. It's also Eric Holder also did a communicate. It was also a communication to his bitch. Like, you just took pictures with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? In front of me. He questioned, you know, my authenticity and my, you know, status on the soil by saying that it was paperwork. And apparently there hasn't been no paperwork on this man come forth. You know what I'm talking about? There hasn't been no paperwork come forth. So, you know, man, there hasn't been no paperwork come forth on this man. So it might be manslaughter.
So even if he had survived, it would have been paraplegic. You will find by that kick to the head at the end, it was very personal attack.
Very personal.
DA called the murder premeditated and personal.
Eric walking in between
Hey
the
man,
cars,
listen man.
looking at Nipsey.
He very well could have been going there to get a hamburger and was just having a regular bad day. Having a regular bad day. You know, you're having a regular bad day. Your bitch is driving. You're already in a bad mood because your bitch is driving you. Right? Going to get something to eat. There go Nipsey and them out there. You feel me? And then your bitch goes over there and takes a picture with Nipsey. You feel me? You know. Remember, I spoke upon bitches praising other niggas in front of they nigga. It's very dangerous. If a nigga's bitch comes and praises me, and this happens, if a bitch comes and praises me in front of her nigga, I'm keeping my eye on the nigga until it's time for everybody to go away. Not like I think the nigga gonna come shoot me or nothing. I'm just on, you know, it's a sensitive thing. You know what I'm saying?
He's saying you're through. And Nipsey, after being shot, responding, you died.
Little reaction from 32-year-old Eric Holder, but his attorney Aaron Jansen may have shocked jurors with this first statement.
Mr. Holder returned and shot Mr. Escobar.
But what his public defender also told the jury, there was no premeditation, just a passionate response to Nipsey.
A passionate response.
He was a snitch, one of the harshest accusations in the gang world.
Doing the harshest.
Inflamed and enraged Mr. Holder, the evidence will show that without thinking and a few minutes later.
Imagine you are a highly respected killer from your section, and a non-killer tells you that there's paperwork on you. It's just, you know. Yeah. And your bitch took a pic. Your bitch, after your bitch took a picture with him. After your bitch took a picture with him. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. After your bitch took a picture with him. It's rough, man. It's rough, man. It's rough. See these courtrooms. See that courtroom right there, man? I'm telling you, man. You know, the courtroom, them courtrooms, them LA courtrooms, man, they just, I had PTSD from being in there, man. And not like I was facing a lot of time, but you know, when you just in there and you just, there's no windows and it's just shitty in there, man. I just hate, I don't even like looking at that shit, man. I don't even like that street. The street that the courthouse is on is shitty. It's just shitty. Everything around there is shitty, man. Rest in peace, Nip, man. You know, hey, man, you got to use discretion, man. Like, you got to use discretion, man. You got to be, you know, a lot of times we could get carried away, man. We forget. Sometimes you could get carried away. You get carried away, you know, and you get to saying things. You got to remember who you talking to. You got to always be mindful. Rest in peace, Nip. We're going to keep an eye on this trial and follow it through, and you know what I'm saying. We're going to keep an eye on it. Get the likes up. Get the likes up.